An experimental drug doctors use to treat the president is undergoing clinical trials here in California. Jessica Mensch has that story.
Shortly after President Donald Trump tested positive for COVID-19, his doctor says they gave him an 8-gram dose of Regeneron's monoclonal antibody cocktail. It's an experimental drug, well known to doctors at UC Davis Medical Center, where it's undergoing clinical trials.
The analogy I've used is the monoclonal antibody is like a Pac-Man that only can eat one thing.
Dr. Timothy Albertson, who is leading the trial, says in this drug, 2 synthetic antibodies are programmed to attack different parts of the virus, much like a Pac-Man that can only eat one specific fruit. One of the antibodies targets the spike protein to prevent it from entering a human cell.
The combination of these two are thought to not only prevent replication, but also to kill the virus potentially.
In Albertson's trial, they're only using the drug on patients who are sick enough to be in the hospital, but not yet needing intensive care. Other hospitals are testing it as a preventative measure for people who've been exposed to the virus.
I don't know if the drug works or not. I think that there's a good chance that it has a positive effect.
He says the only way to know whether the treatment is effective is through these scientific studies, stressing that the president's health outcome will not tell them whether the drug works or not.
He got the drug, and you don't know whether he would have gotten better alone or not. Clinical trials creates equipoise between the control group and the treated group. When you're taking care of a VIP, sometimes you reach for things that would not be standard of care.
He says they've struggled to find patients who want to take part in the trial. He's hoping this heightened awareness of the drug will help them recruit more participants.
You need to have outcome data to justify and prove that what you're doing is correct.
Jessica Mensch with that story. Regeneron's drug is one of the many treatments receiving federal funding as part of the White House's Operation Warp Speed.